Welcome, doctors. If you've ever felt the frustration of waiting on a prior authorization approval or dealing with endless claim denials, you're not alone. Prior authorization challenges are one of the biggest headaches in healthcare, slowing down patient care and putting extra strain on your practice. But the good news? There are ways to make it easier, and we're here to help you navigate them. Let's start with the big issue: complex payer guidelines. Every insurance company has its own set of rules, and they're constantly changing. Keeping up with these updates? That's practically a full-time job. If a single detail is missed in the documentation, that claim is getting denied or delayed, throwing a wrench into your workflow. And speaking of documentation, let's be honest, ensuring every prior authorization request is perfectly complete is overwhelming. Your staff is juggling a high volume of requests, and with that comes the risk of errors. A missing piece of information or an unclear clinical justification? That's all it takes for an insurance company to reject your request, forcing you to go through resubmissions and appeals. Then there's the high denial rate. Payers deny authorizations over minor clerical mistakes, coding mismatches, or a lack of medical necessity documentation. Every time this happens, it's more work for your team. More paperwork, more phone calls, more delays. And when authorizations take days or even weeks to process, patients are the ones left waiting. Now let's talk about staffing. Managing prior authorizations in-house takes time, expertise, and patience. And if your team is already stretched thin, adding this extra burden leads to burnout and inefficiencies. It's a vicious cycle: overworked staff, delayed approvals, and frustrated patients. So how do you fix it? This is where Staffingly comes in. We take prior authorization off your plate, handling the entire process from start to finish. No more chasing down paperwork or fighting through denials. Our expert team understands payer rules inside and out, making sure every request is submitted correctly the first time. The result? Faster approvals, fewer denials, and less stress for your practice. And here's the best part: our services help you save up to 70% on staffing costs while keeping everything HIPAA compliant and secure. With 24/7 support, we're here whenever you need us, so your workflows stay smooth no matter what. Still not convinced? Let's look at a real-life example. A multi-specialty practice in Connecticut was struggling with a 40% denial rate due to payer complexities and documentation errors. After partnering with Staffingly, their approval rate skyrocketed to 95%, and their average approval time was cut in half. That meant less time dealing with paperwork and more time focusing on what really matters: patient care. If you're ready to stop battling prior authorization challenges and start focusing on your patients, Staffingly is here to help. Visit Staffingly today to see how we can simplify your workflow and save your practice time and money. Let us know your thoughts in the below comment section. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for tuning in to Staffingly, Inc.